What I wanted to focus on, General Selva, I've heard you publicly describe the main global threats that we face as challenges: Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, and violent extremism. I want to ask you about another global threat, and that's climate change. A Defense Department report from 2 years ago observed, and I'm going to quote it here, global climate change will have wide-ranging implications for U.S. national security interests over the foreseeable future because it will aggravate existing problems such as poverty, social tensions, environmental degradation, ineffectual leadership, and weak political institutions. In short, this DoD report described climate change as a threat multiplier. So, General Selva, what impact do you believe that the changing climate will have on the military services? And what do you believe the Department of Defense should be doing now to prepare for this impact?
Thank you, ma'am. The dynamics that are happening in our climate will drive uncertainty and will drive conflict. And if we see tidal rises, if we see increasing weather patterns of drought and flood and forest fires and other natural events that happen inside of our environment, then we're going to have to be prepared for what that means in terms of the potential for instability in regions of the country where those impacts happen. Particularly today, places where there's massive food instability. The Sahel in Africa is a classic example where a small drought over a limited period of time can decimate the crops and cause instability and make that an area fertile for recruitment of extremists because they see no other way. Similarly, you could look at the decimation of the fisheries off Somalia that contributed to piracy because the fishermen couldn't make their livelihood by doing what they do best, which is fishing on the fishing grounds off of Somalia. So I think we need to be prepared for those. It will cause us to have to address questions like humanitarian disaster relief, and it will also cause us to have to focus on places where climate instability might cause actual political instability in regions of the world we hadn't previously had to pay attention to.
So as climate change is an ongoing phenomenon, one that right now is worsening, the climate change is going to have a profound impact directly on our military and on our military infrastructure and on how the military is able to carry out its mission. So I really hope, in addition to all the other global challenges that you have in front of you, and I know they are many and I know they are serious, we need you to lead today on this challenge, General. Tomorrow may be too late.